So just find your way onto the mat and find a space that feels safe, supported, and comfortable for you, and we'll get started. So I want you to just settle in and explore what a comfortable seat is for you today, and remember that can look different every day. So figure out what feels good for you in this moment. And start to focus on where your body is touching the floor. And all points that are touching the floor. So for me right now, it's the tops of my feet and my shins, my knees. And you can choose if you want your eyes open or closed, and take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. Inhale, fill your chest, your belly with air. Exhale, open your mouth, let it go. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Now gently rest your eyes and just scan your body from head to toe and start to take note of the sensations present for you here. And then place your attention on your breath as it flows in and out of the body. Notice how the inhale feels and the exhale. So today we're gonna explore the concept of kindness. And that might seem like something very simple. We learn it at a very young age. Maybe it's in like preschool or elementary school. People explain to us like, yeah, you should be kind to other people. And it gets harder as you get older. And one area that I think can be challenging is, I know for myself, I will often maybe be kinder to other people than I am to myself. So as we explore this concept of kindness, or the term for it is ahimsa, it's about being kind to your mind so that we can be kind to others in the world around us. But it first begins with offering kindness and compassion to yourself. So right now we all deserve like a tremendously extra dose of kindness and grace. We're living in the middle of a pandemic, which is incredibly challenging. So be extra kind with yourself, and let's start with that on the mat. So we'll start a little differently today. I just want you to place your hands one on top of another at the center of your chest, and just feel your heartbeat here. Inhale. And exhale. And then take a moment to pause and reflect. Maybe there's some area of your life that you've been really hard on yourself. And dedicating this practice to just offering yourself kindness, a little bit of extra grace. Let it begin with this breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, send your arms up overhead. And exhale, bring them to heart. Good. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Now hold your own hands and bring your elbows together. Roll your wrists around clockwise 8 times. So just starting to get into the wrists, being kind to your wrists and your hands here. Taking a moment to appreciate what they do for you day after day. And then reverse it, roll it around counterclockwise 8 times. Good, and then release the hands, shake it out. Inhale, bring your shoulders to your ears. And exhale, drop them down the back. Now I want you to Inhale, reach your arms out in front of you like a zombie, mostly because that's just fun for me to have you do. And now flip your right palm up like a stop sign. I know I have a harder time with that from my wrist surgery, so this palm doesn't go super far. But bring your left hand outside of the right and just pull that right palm back. Good, and then push it forward. And if you notice like it's challenging or there's pain, how can you just like be a little kind to yourself in that moment? Like, oh, I feel for you. Be a little compassionate there. Good, and then you can hold your right hand with your left and pull each finger back one at a time. I notice as I pull each finger back, it really stretches the forearm and the wrist, and then push each finger forward. And then just shake it out. Inhale, reach your arms overhead again. And exhale, bring your hands to heart. Inhale, bring the arms out in front of you, wiggle your fingers, and then make a stop sign with your left hand. And then bring the right palm to the top of the left and just pull that left hand back. Take a few breaths here. And then you can push it forward. Good, and then you can hold the left hand with your right and pull each finger back one at a time. And then you can push them forward. And you can shake them out. Good, inhale, bring your shoulders to your ears. And exhale, drop them down the back. Inhale, fill your belly with air, and exhale, open your mouth, let it go. Now let's find a way to a tabletop position. So bring your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Spread your fingers wide, really ground down through your knuckles and your fingers. So pushing into the knuckles and the fingers to protect your wrists. And then I want you to roll around in circles 4 times clockwise. Just get in a little motion here. And then reverse it, roll it in the opposite direction 4 times. Good, then ground down through the hands, feel the knees ground on the mat. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, point your toes, arch your spine, gaze towards your navel. Inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts. Exhale, toes point, spine arches. Inhale and exhale. Good, inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, bend your knees, send your sits bones back. Come to a child's pose, so you can choose if you want your knees together or your legs a little wide. Let your belly just fall in between the thighs and your arms extend in front of you. And you can bring your forehead to the mat and gently move it from side to side. Give your temple a little massage. And then notice if there's any thoughts or worries or pressures lingering in your mind. And with the exhale, just blow it away. Remembering that intention to be kind to yourself here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, come to a tabletop position again. Curl your toes under, drop your belly, lift your gaze, and then straighten your legs and send your sits bones towards the sky. And lower your heels towards the mat. So coming to a downward facing dog. Really focus on grounding down through the knuckles and the fingers. Really push the hands into the mat. Gazing towards your navel, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, taking any movements that you want, listening to what your body is asking for and being kind, honoring its needs. Inhale, gaze between the hands, and exhale, slowly walk your feet to meet the gaze. Good, inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, gently bend the knees, fold forward. You can grab opposite elbow with opposite hand or allow the arms to dangle alongside the body. Maybe shake the head side to side, no. Or nice and slowly nod it, yes. Maybe you bring the hands to clasp behind the head, weighing down the upper back and shoulders. And then release the hands and slowly, one vertebrae at a time, come to stand. Let your head be the very last thing that rises. Inhale, bring your shoulders to your ears, and exhale, drop them down the back. Inhale, fill your belly with air, and exhale, open your mouth, let it go. Really focus on where the feet meet the mat. Feel your feet engaged, your thighs engaged. Engage the core. Taking a moment to pause here and just offer yourself another moment of kindness with this breath. Letting yourself be enough right here, right now. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. And exhale, gently bend at the knees, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, fold. Good, inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. Walk your hands to the right side, and then exhale, fold. Inhale, and exhale. Good, inhale, lengthen your spine, and then walk your hands to the center again. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look up. Exhale, walk your hands to the left side. Inhale here, and exhale, fold. Inhale, exhale. Good, inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, walk it to center and fold forward again. Good, strong feet, strong legs. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, bring your shoulders to your ears. And exhale, drop them down the back. Good, inhale, arms or eyes come onto your toes. Exhale, lower your heels. Grab your right wrist with your left fingers. Ground down through the feet. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale. And exhale, take 3 more breaths here. And just notice where you feel sensation in the body, and notice if you're placing any judgment, like, oh, it shouldn't feel like that, and just accept what's there and be kind to it. Good, inhale to center. Exhale, grab the opposite wrist with the opposite fingers, reach up high, and exhale, lean to the right. Taking 4 breaths here, just feeling that stretch along the left side body. Good, inhale to center, and exhale, drop the arms alongside. Good, ground down through your feet. Bring your shoulders to your ears and drop them down the back. Find your strong Tadasana mountain pose here. Inhale, fill the belly with air. And exhale, let it go. Good, inhale, come onto your toes. Reach your arms overhead. Exhale, lower your heels, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, ground your palms, step back to a plank position. So we're gonna stay here for a few breaths. You have the option to stay in this plank, or you can bend your knees and bring them to the mat. Be kind, listen to what your body is asking for here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, if you get shaky or if this is hard, know that that's okay. How can you be kind to yourself in this? Inhale. And then exhale, everyone bring your knees to the mat if they aren't already there. Now scrape your forearms along your rib cage, bring your chin and your chest to the mat, and then straighten your legs, flatten your belly. You can gently shake your hips from side to side. Good, and bring your hands so they're under your shoulders. Engage your core, feel your hips push down onto the mat. Inhale, lift your chest to a baby cobra. Drop your shoulders down the back. And then exhale, bring your right cheek to the mat. So this is really good to decompress tension in the low back. Inhale, bring it to center. Exhale, left cheek to the mat. Good. Inhale, bring it to center. And then exhale, find your way to child's pose or downward facing dog. 5 breaths, wherever you choose. Just bringing either way, if you're in child's pose or down dog, both options have the heart above the head, which will bring a little blood flow to your brain, and you might notice improved energy and concentration. Good. Find your way to down dog if you aren't already there. Inhale, gaze between your hands, and exhale, slowly walk your feet to meet your gaze. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Good. Inhale, bring your shoulders to your ears. And exhale, drop them down the back. Inhale, fill your belly with air. And exhale, open your mouth, let it go. Bring your hands to clasp behind your back. Straighten your arms, bring your shoulder blades together, drop your head. Inhale here. Exhale, gently bend at the knees. Fold forward, allow your arms to rise behind your back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, release the bind of the hands. Now bend the knees, send the sits bones back, reach the arms in front of you so you're in an Utkatasana, awkward pose. Really ground down through the 4 corners of the feet. Notice if your weight is way far forward in the toes or far back in the heels. Can you ground down in the middle of the feet? Feel the thighs rotating inwards. Inhale here. And exhale, hold. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly peel the left hand so it reaches the left hand arm behind you and gaze over the left shoulders. Good. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, same thing with the right side. Reach the right arm back as you gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, reach left. Inhale, center. Exhale, reach right. Good. Inhale, center. Now exhale, straighten your legs, fold forward. Notice if a lot of judgment thoughts popped up in that challenge, and can you just take a moment to pause and meet yourself with kindness here. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, ground the palms. Step it back, plank position. Remember, either option, legs straight or knees bent. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, one more together. Inhale. And exhale, lower down. You can gently shake your hips from side to side. Now this time, bring your fingertips mat's distance apart. Inhale, lift your chest up high this time. Exhale, drop your right shoulder, gaze over your left. Inhale, bring it back to center, the chest lifts. Exhale, drop the left shoulder, gaze over the right. Inhale, bring it back to center. And then exhale, find your way to downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, kick your left leg up behind you. Exhale, bend your left knee. Bring it towards your nose. And then step the left foot between the hands. Stay on the balls of the back toes. And then lower your left knee onto the mat. So feel all points of the body that are touching the floor, really grounding down and connecting to the mat. Feel the thighs rotating inwards, and then lift your torso up and reach your arms overhead. Inhale here. Exhale, open your arms to a cactus T, so you're opening the chest. Good. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, open the arms, open the chest. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. So this opening should feel really good if you've been hunched over at the desk all day. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Now exhale, frame the right leg with the hands. Uncurl the back toes, bend the left knee and start to straighten your right leg. At first, keep your toes on the mat so you'll feel this stretch in the front of the foot. And then lift your toes up and you'll start to feel it in the calf and the hamstring a little more. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. Whew. Exhale, fold forward. Notice what's present for you here. Inhale. And exhale, and rather than judging it, just meet it with kindness, whatever's there. Good. Inhale, shift the weight forward to the right foot again. Ground down through the palms, curl the back toes under, and straighten your left leg. Inhale here, and then exhale, you can step it straight back to a down dog, or you can take a vinyasa, that push-up, to arrive. So choose whatever your body needs. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, kick the left leg up. Exhale, bring the left knee towards the nose and then step it between the hands. Stay on the balls of the back toes. And then lower your right knee. Observe the points of the body touching the floor and really ground down through those points. Feel the grounding in the legs and the feet and then reach your arms overhead. Inhale here. Exhale, open the chest as the arms come to a cactus T. I know I feel this in my right quad a good bit as well. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, open. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Good. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, bring the hands to frame the left leg. Now, curl or uncurl the back toes and then start to straighten the left leg as you bend the right. At first, keep those left toes on the mat, feeling that stretch in the top of the foot, in the shin. And then lift your toes up off of the mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale. And exhale, just observe 3 more breaths here. Good. Now inhale, bend the left knee again. Shift the weight to that front foot in the hands as you straighten the right leg. Option to either just step it straight back to a down dog or take a vinyasa. And then just take 5 breaths here. And if you'd rather come to a child's pose, you're welcome to do so. Good. Find your way to down dog if you aren't already there. Inhale, gaze between your hands, and exhale, slowly walk your feet to meet your gaze. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, gently bend the knees, fold forward. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, come onto your toes. And then exhale, lower your heels. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, bring your shoulders to your ears. And exhale, drop them down the back. Inhale, fill your belly with air. And exhale, open your mouth, let it go. Now, bring your feet so they're about hips distance apart, and that's going to be a little different for everyone. And then really ground down in the 4 corners of the feet. Shift the weight to the left leg as you come onto the right toes and roll them around clockwise 4 times. Giving your feet some love now. And then counterclockwise. Good, then with the weight in the left leg, come onto the balls of the right toes. And then find a point to focus on out in front of you, something that won't move. And then bend your right knee. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you bring your right hand to the top of the right foot. And as you do that, feel the right knee like pushing towards the ground, running away from the body and the hip. So you'll feel a really nice quad stretch. So staying here is a lot. This is a hard balance. Or you have an option to feel that foot run away from the body and the hand tries to pull that foot in, starting to open the chest, reach the left arm in front of you. Coming to a dancer pose, and wobbles happen. Rather than getting mad at yourself, can you laugh and meet yourself with kindness in this? Inhale. Exhale. Find what feels good for you here. Inhale. Exhale, one more. I'm still wobbling. Exhale, good. Slowly bring the knee and release the foot. Shake it out. We just did dancer pose, so you gotta do a little dance. Good. So taking a moment to find your Tadasana again and reset. Inhale, bring your shoulders to your ears. And exhale, drop them down the back. Now shift your weight to your right leg as you come onto your left toes. Roll them around clockwise 4 times. And then counterclockwise. Good, now with the weight in the right leg, come onto the left toes, find a drishti or a point to focus on in front of you. And you can bend the left knee, maybe you stay here. This is great balance work, really strengthening in that right leg. Maybe you bring the left hand to the top of the left foot. If you've grabbed the foot, I want you to first really focus on feeling that left knee running towards the mat, feeling that nice quad stretch. I think it also feels nice in my hip. You have the option to stay here. You have the option to reach the right hand out in front of you and start to feel that left foot run away from the body as the left hand tries to pull it in. Coming to a dancer, opening up the chest here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath wherever you are. Inhale. And exhale, slowly release the foot, and then come to stand and shake it out. Good. Inhale, bring your shoulders to your ears, and exhale, drop them down the back. Inhale, reach arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, ground your palms, bend your knees, step back, plank position. Inhale here. Exhale, option to come onto the knees or keep the legs straight. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, one more. Good, now bring the knees to the mat. Scrape the forearms along the rib cage as you lower down. Gently shake your hips from side to side and bring your fingertips mat's distance apart. Inhale, lift your chest up high. Exhale, drop your right shoulder, gaze over the left, and then option to pick up that left leg and cross it over to the right side body. Good, inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, drop the left shoulder, gaze over the right, option to cross the right leg over. Good, inhale, bring it back to center, and exhale, find your way to child's pose. Inhale, fill your belly with air, and exhale, let it go. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale here, exhale, walk the hands to the right side so you feel a stretch along the left side body. Good, inhale, walk the hands back to center. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, walk it over to the left side, feel a stretch along the right side body. Good, inhale, bring it back to center. And exhale, just surrender to your child's pose and check in with yourself. Notice if you've started getting harsh with like that mental chatter, if you're being unkind to yourself, and can you just let that go? And meet yourself with kindness in this moment the way you would a friend. Good, inhale, bring it back to a tabletop position. So now we're gonna send your feet some love. It's gonna be maybe a little tough love. So I want you to stack your right foot on top of your left. So the top of the right foot comes into the arch of the left. And then very, very slowly walk the hands back as you bring your weight into that foot. And this really gets into the fascia of the foot. It's not comfortable. You might need to have a good amount of weight in the hands, and that's perfectly okay. Just choose what your body needs and listen and honor. We'll take 3 breaths. Let the breath soothe and offer kindness to yourself in this challenge. Good. Now walk the hands forward. We're going to do the same thing other side. So stack the left foot on top of the right. And one side might be totally different from the other. You can probably tell from the change in my tone that it is for me. And so the left foot is on top of the right. Adjust as you need. And if you notice tension, can you breathe deep into it, not adding resistance and tension around it? Good. Inhale, walk it forward. And then you can scoot your legs out to the side and then come to a seat. And you can bring the soles of the feet together, so we're in a Baddha Konasana. And take a moment to just massage your feet. We took care of our hands before, so now just take a little moment to massage your feet and be kind to them. The fascia work was tough love. Now this is a little sweet love. Good, ground down through the sits bones. Bring your hands to your ankles. Feel your spine lengthen, your shoulders drop down the back. Inhale here. And exhale. So this might be enough. And you can choose how close you want your heels towards your pelvis. You can move them out a little further if it's too much on the hips. And then ground down through the seat. Feel your spine lengthen. And then exhale, scrape your forearms along the rib cage as you fold forward. And open up the soles of the feet. I like to pretend it's like opening up a storybook, like reading all the tales of all the places your feet have taken you. Good. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more breaths. Good. Inhale, lift your torso up, bring your knees together. Now straighten your legs out and give it a shake. Good, and then you can kind of karate chop the legs a little. Pull the flesh out from under the sits bones and bring the hands to either side of the seat. So this is Dandasana staff pose. So you want to find length here. So you want to focus on where your sits bones meet the mat. Feel your spine engage and your head lift up. Drop your shoulders down the back. Your feet and your legs are engaged like you're in Tadasana, mountain pose. So it's actually a really active pose here. Inhale. Exhale, drop the shoulders down the back. Keeping the sits bones grounded in the length in the spine. Inhale here and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more breaths. Good, and then just gently massage your legs. Send them some love as you walk the hands back up. Good. Now bend your knees. Bring the soles of the feet to the floor. You can scoot your sits bones in a little. Bring your hands to the knees. Ground down through the sits bones. Feel your spine lengthen. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time with the arms out in front of you, lower onto your back. Good. So with your low back on the mat, just windshield wipe your knees from side to side a little. I know my low back personally feels a little tight after doing that, so just windshield wiper the knees. Good, and then engage the core so that your low back grounds down onto the mat. Pull the knees into the chest, bring your hands to the kneecaps. You can move the legs around, give that low back a little massage. Good, then straighten your legs and then roll your ankles around. And now bring your arms to a cactus T. So we're gonna give your core a little love. So feel the feet, just like in that staff pose or Tadasana pose, your feet are engaged, your legs are engaged, your thighs are engaged. The low back is grounded on the mat. Inhale here. And then exhale as slowly as you possibly can. Lower your heels towards the mat. And like really, how slow can you go? Really keeping that low back grounded on the mat as you do so, engaging the core. Gradually bringing it all the way to the floor. Except don't. When you get like 10% away from the floor, hover here. And maybe it gets shaky, maybe it gets hard. I know I am. And notice if some judgment is trickling in, and can you let that go? And meet yourself with kindness here. Inhale. Good. Exhale, curl the knees into the chest. Wrap the arms around the legs. Give yourself a hug. Gently rock and roll from side to side. If the arms won't come around the legs, you can widen the knees. Bring the hands to the kneecaps. Just showing yourself a little gesture of love and kindness and compassion here. Good. Now bring your shins parallel to the ceiling, your arms to a cactus T. Inhale here. Exhale, drop both knees over to the left side as you gaze over the right shoulder. So this is a spinal twist. It's great for digestion as well as for the back. Good. Inhale, bring it back to center. Engage the core, feel your low back on the mat, and then drop both knees over to the left side as you gaze over the right shoulder this time. Good. Inhale, bring it back to center. Bring your hands to your knees. Take any wiggles that you like. Maybe rock and roll from side to side. Give your low back a little massage. Maybe you bring the hands outside the soles of the feet. Keep the low back grounded on the mat, coming to like a happy baby. If you bring the soles of the feet together, it's a butterfly baby. You can kick one leg out, the other. Just take any final movements that you like, and then you can bring the soles of the feet back to the mat and windshield wiper again. And find whatever position you'd like to come to your final rest in. So you can keep the knees bent, the soles of the feet on the mat. If the low back is tight, you can straighten the legs out alongside the body. Alternatively, my forever favorite, or maybe not forever, but for now favorite, legs up the wall. It's great to get lactic acid out of the legs and tension in the back. So whatever position you choose, just allow yourself to surrender to stillness and just soak in the benefits of your practice. Know that there's nothing left for you to do here. Slowly begin to deepen your breath and bring awareness back into the body. Can gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll your wrists and your ankles. Stretch your arms and legs in opposite directions, reawakening. And then slowly find your way to the fetal position on either side of the body. Take a moment to feel the support of the earth beneath you and thank it. Inhale and exhale. As you're ready, slowly find your way to a comfortable seat. You can allow your eyes to remain closed or your gaze soft out in front of you. Inhale, fill your belly with air. And exhale, open your mouth, let it go. Again, scan your body from head to toe. And just take note of the sensations present for you. And observe if it's any different from when we began. With each breath, we have the opportunity to connect within ourselves and meet ourselves with kindness and compassion. It can start with our thoughts, our movements, our actions. And by being kind to ourselves at this really interconnected personal level, we strengthen our ability to demonstrate kindness to other people and relationships in our lives, to other living things, and maybe it's even having a more compassionate and kind relationship with your work environment, whatever it might be. So with every breath, remember you have the ability to pause, to reconnect, and to choose to be kind to your mind. And by doing that, you'll make a ripple effect of kindness throughout the rest of your life. Inhale and exhale. Thank you so much for showing up for yourself today, for allowing me to teach and teaching me so much in return. I look forward to practicing with you again soon.